A very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm cordial welcome to all the distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, faculty members, researchers, delegates, and dear students to the 4th International Conference on Next Gen Business, Global Economic and Management Trends, ICGNB 2026.
This prestigious conference is jointly organized by Postgraduate Department of Commerce, Marthoma College of Science and Technology, in association with International Skill Development Corporation, UK, and the Indian Accounting Association, Kerala branch.
To invoke divine blessings for the successful conduct of the conference, I request Department Choir to lead us in prayer.
Everyone please stand up. Everyone please be seated. Thank you. May the blessings guide us throughout today's celebrations. Next, we would like to welcome Dr. P.M. for the blessing of the prayer.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together here. We pray for this institution, staff and students who gather here from other places for this seminar. We also pray for the manager, Right Reverend Isaac Mafi for his presence and the valuable guidance for the betterment of this institution. Dear God, we ask for your guidance in every discussion we make today. Fill our heart with thy will and let our seminar a success. We pray in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Achan.
I now invite Dr. Benson Punyon, General Convener, ICAGB 2026, as well as who is the Prophet, PG Department of Commerce, Marthoma College of Science and Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all. On behalf of the Marthoma College and the PG Department of Commerce, it is my honor and privilege to extend a sincere and profound welcome to this prestigious international academic gathering. Marthoma College, established in 1995, has grown steadily over the years through the sincere efforts and untiring support of all stakeholders, our management, faculty, staff, students, and alumni. With a strong commitment to academic excellence and holistic development, the college has consistently scaled new heights of achievement. Today, we proudly stand as an institution that actively promotes quality education, intellectual advancement, and a vibrant culture of research and innovation. This prestigious conference is being conducted in association with the Indian Accounting Association and the International Skill Development Corporation UK. I am proud to note that our college is the only higher education institution for commerce in Kerala that regularly hosts international conferences of global standards, thereby promoting meaningful academic discussion, collaborative research, and vibrant scholarly networking. Our conference aims to highlight the future vision of business and management by addressing the emerging issues, recent developments, and transformative changes shaping the global economy. It serves as a vital forum for meaningful discussions, scholarly exchange, and impactful research. It gives me an immense pleasure to acknowledge the remarkable response and the highest ever participation in this conference. We are honored to welcome over 375 researchers, academicians, and students from India and abroad. The conference received more than 180 research papers, of which 100 high-quality papers were selected for publication in an ISSN peer-reviewed journal and an ISBN edited book and 2 ISBN conference proceedings. This exceptional response highlights the strong academic relevance and research excellence of the conference. With a great pleasure, I extend a profound welcome to our dignitaries and eminent speakers. We are honored to have our manager, Right Reverend Isaac Mar Felix Nos Episcopa, to deliver the inaugural address. We are truly honored by his gracious presence and spiritual leadership. His inspiring words will greatly enrich this program and guide us with wisdom and vision. We extend a warm and respectful welcome to our manager. The keynote address was scheduled to be delivered by Dr. M. Faisal Khan, Pro-Chancellor, Nurul Islam Center for Higher Education, Kanyakumari. We are deeply honored and privileged to have such an eminent academician and a visionary leader associated with this conference. However, due to health issues, he was unable to travel and therefore could not be present to inaugurate the conference. In his absence, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome. Dr. S. Sujata has kindly consented to deliver the keynote address. She is the former Group Director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center ISRO and is currently serving as Emeritus Professor and Deputy Director of the University Research and Development Board at the Nurul Islam Center for Higher Education, Kanyakumari. A distinguished expert in electrochemical energy systems, she brings with over 39 years of rich professional experience in the field of energy storage technologies. She holds 1 patent, has published 29 research papers in reputed journals, and has presented her research at numerous national and international conferences. She is also the recipient of several prestigious honors, including awards from the President of India in recognition of her outstanding contribution. We extend a warm and cordial welcome. We extend a heartfelt and affectionate welcome to Dr. Febi Varghese, Director and CEO, Kerala State Nirmati Kendra. We are honored by his gracious presence and greatly value his distinguished leadership and significant contributions to sustainable development and public sector innovation. His participation will surely enrich the conference with the practical insights and inspiring perspectives. Sir, we extend our cordial welcome. I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to our principal, Dr. Jacob K., an eminent academician and a dedicated educational leader. His visionary guidance and steadfast support continuously inspire excellence in teaching, learning, and institutional development. We are honored to have his esteemed presence and leadership on this occasion. Warm welcome, sir. We extend a warm and cordial welcome to Dr. P. Ravi, Professor and Head, Department of Management Studies, MS University, Tirunelveli. We are also privileged to welcome our esteemed resource persons and experts who will enrich this conference through their insightful sessions. Ms. Teresa Jacob, Executive Director, Learning and Development, ISDC UK. Mr. Mohammad Uwais Muhammad, Economic and Commercial Advisor, Ministry of External Affairs, Sri Lanka. Mr. Iqbal Manoj, Senior Executive Vice President of Federal Bank. Professor Dr. Gabriel Simon Tattil, President, Indian Accounting Association. Professor Dr. B. Madhusudana Kurup, former Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkateswara University and the Vice Chancellor of Kerala University of Fisheries. Professor Dr. K. Chandrasekhar, Vice Chancellor, Cluster University of Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. S. Purushothaman, SRM Engineering College, Chennai. Dr. Srila Krishnan, University of Calicut. Dr. V. Kalai Selvam, Jain College, Chennai. Mr. Sharath Venugopal, Regional Head, ISDC, UK. Dr. B. Kalayarasan, DRBCC College, Chennai. Dr. Roni Jain Raju, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, and Dr. R. Ravi, Hindu College, Chennai. I extend a profound welcome to the present and former Managing Board members, former principals, faculty members, and students of Marthoma College, as well as research scholars, students, and teaching faculty from various institutions across India. I extend also a profound welcome to our Reverend Biju C. Samuel, Bishop Secretary, and Reverend Kuriyesu Achan. Your collective support and dedicated teamwork have greatly enhanced the success, quality, and prestige of this program. Dear participants, I am confident that this conference will serve as a meaningful academic platform for exchange of knowledge, professional networking, and future collaborations. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all dignitaries, speakers, delegates, and participants. Wishing you all a wonderful and enriching conference experience. Thank you.
Dr. Jacob K., Principal, Mahatma College of Science and Technology, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Manager of the College, Right Reverend Dr. Isaac Marpilexnos, Episcopal Tirumeni, esteemed Chief Guest of this August gathering, Dr. S. Sujava of Nurul Islam University, Dr. Febi Burgess, Director of Kerala State Nirmadi Kendra, Professor Ravi from MS University, Reverend P.M. Kurigeshu, Vice President of the College Society, Dr. Benson Kunyuvanya, Head of the Department of Commerce of Marthoma College, distinguished dignitaries, respected faculty members, students from various colleges as well as from Marthoma College. A very good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to this international conference on Next Gen Business, Global Economic and Management Trends, organized by Department of Commerce of Marthama College of Science and Technology. This international conference is particularly special as it marks the fourth consecutive year in which the Department of Commerce has organized a successful international academic event. The overwhelming participation and the impressive number of papers received shows the academic credibility, the commitment, and the heritage built by the department over these years. On this pride occasion, I take the opportunity to congratulate the faculty members and the students for their dedicated efforts. I would like to place on record my special appreciation to Dr. Benson Kunyakunya, the head of the department, for his enthusiasm, strong leadership, and relentless drive for making this conference a reality. On behalf of Marthama College of Science and Technology, I greet all of you. I wish all the best outcome from this meeting. The theme of the conference, Next Gen Business, Global Economic and Management Trends, is both timely and significant, especially in the context of growing economy. As per the latest economic survey published by the Ministry of Finance, India is one of the fastest growing countries in the world. Our startup ecosystem is also considered to be one of the best among the countries of the world. We have 127 unicorn companies that are startups that has attained a valuation of $1 billion. The union government presented the budget on 1st of February. The budget reinforces the momentum by placing strong emphasis on digital public infrastructure, startup and MSME support, skilling for future industries, and sustainable technology-driven growth. The policy priorities clearly resonate with the theme of the conference, highlighting how next generation business and management practices are being actively shaped by national economic vision and global competitiveness. I am confident that the deliberations, paper presentations, and expert interactions during this conference will have a long-lasting impact on the academic and economic outlook of our nation. This forum will undoubtedly inspire the young minds towards entrepreneurship, research, and innovation, while contributing to both professional growth of the participants and broader economic development of the country. My best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Right Reverend Dr.
The guests of honor this morning, Dr. S. Sujata, Dr. Phoebe Varghese, Dr. P. Ravi, the principal of Marthama College of Science and Technology, Dr. K. Jacob, head of the department, Dr. Benson Kunyakunya, and all the faculty members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, especially the students who are attending this conference. Greetings to all of you. I'm very happy to be here and inaugurate this prestigious international conference organized by the Commerce Department and in association with various other agencies. The fourth International Conference on Next Gen Business, Global Economic and Management Trends, jointly organized by the Postgraduate Department of Commerce of the Mahatma College of Science and Technology in collaboration with the International Skill Development Corporation and the Indian Accounting Association, Kerala branch. As the manager of the Mahatma Educational, Technical Training and Research Center and of the college, it gives me immense joy to see the vision of ITARC being meaningfully fulfilled through academic initiatives such as this international conference. The Mahatma Educational, Technical Training and Research Center, and especially this college, was founded on the firm conviction that knowledge must be created with purpose and applied with responsibility. The center functions as a dynamic platform connecting academic research with industry practice, policy discourse, and societal needs. Through interdisciplinary research, international collaboration, and skill-oriented initiatives, the Mahatma College of Science and Technology seeks to nurture thought leadership that is both rigorous and relevant. Located at Chadayamangalam, Kollam district, this college and the institutions here envisions the institution as a catalyst for regional transformation, aligning global perspectives with local realities. This conference powerfully reflects that vision, bringing global academic discourse to a regional platform while projecting regional scholarship onto the world stage. The Postgraduate Department of Commerce has consistently demonstrated academic discipline, strong research orientation, and exemplary professional conduct, thereby creating a vibrant and productive scholarship environment. The successful organization of the fourth international conference stands as clear testimony to the college's commitment to excellence, integrity, and collaboration. If we closely examine the present global context, we find ourselves in a period marked by rapid technological advancement, economic realignment, environmental urgency, and evolving societal and ethics expectations. The traditional boundaries that once separated economics, management, technology, and ethics have increasingly become indistinct. Business today operates not in isolation, but within a complex ecosystem shaped by data, sustainability, imperatives, and deeply human values. It has been said that the careers you are preparing for today won't be defined by job titles, but by how quickly you can adapt to the changing world. The few traits of the changing world that we find today, I want to highlight at this moment. One, the global economy is changing, not stopping. The world is still connected, just in smarter ways. Companies aren't pulling back from the world. They are building supply chains that are closer, safer, and more reliable. Instead of cheapest wins, it is now about speed, trust, and stability. Future leaders must think about risk, politics, and long term impact, not just cutting costs. Second, AI is becoming a daily work partner. AI helps managers, it doesn't replace them. AI already helps with hiring, pricing, planning, and understanding customers. The real skill isn't writing code, it is knowing what questions to ask and how to use the answers wisely. Strong thinking skills plus comfort with AI will matter more than technical expertise alone. Third, purpose matters more than ever. People care why a company exists, not just how much it makes. Employees, customers, and investors pay attention to values like sustainability, fairness, and inclusion. Younger generations choose workplaces that match their beliefs and interests. Companies with strong values attract better talents and perform better over time. Four, careers are about skills, not titles. Careers are no longer straight ladders, they are ongoing learning journeys. Degrees help you to start, but skills keep you relevant. Jobs change fast, and you now compete with talent from all over the world. Keep learning, adapting, and upgrading your skills, or risk falling behind. Five, success comes from working together. No one wins alone anymore. The best ideas come from partnerships between companies, startups, customers, and communities. Sharing knowledge creates more values than working on isolation. Your ability to connect people and ideas is just as important as your individual talent. The future won't care about your job title. It will care about how fast you learn, how responsibly you lead, and how boldly you think. This transformation call for a fundamental rethinking of how value is created and sustained in an era defined by artificial intelligence, environmental constraints, and ethical accountability. In this context, the theme Next Gen Business captures more than digital innovation or technological progress. It represents a paradigm shift, a movement toward business models that are intelligent yet ethical, profitable yet sustainable, and globally competitive, yet socially responsible. This conference is therefore both timely and necessary, providing an intellectual platform to reflect, rethink, and reimagine the future of business and management through the integration of technology, sustainability in business, while reducing the carbon footprints, governance, and a human-centric approach. We are deeply honored to have the representative from Noor Islam University here today. Of course, Dr. Faisal Khan, Vice Chancellor, is unable to be present here. In his absence, his representative, Dr. S. Sujata, Emeritus Professor, Noor Islam Center for Higher Education, is attending this conference and delivering the keynote address. It is with great pleasure that we announce his generous willingness to establish a state-of-the-art computer lab worth about 20 lakhs and equipped with all modern amenities for our institution. The management of the Mahatma College gratefully acknowledges this valuable contribution and extends its best wishes to him for good health and continued success. The sessions of this conference of 2 days, led by accomplished and experienced experts, will be highly enriching and intellectually rewarding for all participants. As we begin the deliberations, let us remember that conferences such as this are not destinations but beginnings. Beginnings of ideas, beginnings of collaborations, and beginnings of meaningful academic and societal impact. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the organizing committee, the faculty and staff of the Postgraduate Department of Commerce, our international partner, ISDC UK, and the Indian Accounting Association, and all delegates who have contributed for making this conference possible. May this conference inspire responsible leadership, advance scholarship understanding, and contribute meaningfully to building a more sustainable, ethical, and inclusive global business landscape.
Thank you, Your Grace, for those words of wisdom and encouragement. Next, it is the auspicious moment of lighting of the lamp. In Indian tradition, the lighting of the lamp is not a ritual. It is a profound symbol representing the knowledge that dispels the darkness and guides humanity forward. I now invite all our honored dignitaries to kindly come forward and light the ceremonial lamp. Thanks to our respected dignitaries for lighting the lamp and blessing this program. With this auspicious beginning, we now proceed to the next segment. It is now my honor to invite our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. S. Sujata, Emeritus Professor and Deputy Director of University Research and Development Board, NICHE, Kanyakumari.
It gives me great pleasure to be here with all of you. It gives me great pleasure to be here with all of you on the important and meaningful occasion. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise." I believe this thought perfectly reflects the spirit of today's program. At the outset, I sincerely thank the organizers for inviting me to this event. I am honored to represent Sri M.S. Faisal Khan, Pro-Chancellor of Noor Islam Center for Higher Education. I would like to congratulate and felicitate the institution, the department, and the organizing committee for successfully planning this international conference on next-gen business, global economic and management trends. The choice of this theme clearly reflects the academic vision and commitment of the organizers. Today, business and management are undergoing rapid changes. Technology is no longer just a supporting tool. It has become a driving force, shaping decision-making, organizational structures, and economic growth. Conferences such as this provide an important platform for meaningful discussion, exchange of ideas, and academic collaboration, and I am confident that the deliberations here will be both relevant and insightful. Every student sitting here has ambition, but ambition alone is not enough. What truly differentiates successful individuals is metacognitive thinking. Instead of just asking, "What should I study?" we must also ask, "Why I am studying this? And how can I learn better?" When we reflect on our learning process, we become self-aware, adaptable, and future-ready. If we compare India with countries like Japan and other developed nations, we realize that success is not based on intelligence alone. Japan is admired for its discipline, punctuality, attention to detail, and respect for continuous improvement. India, on the other hand, is known for creativity, adaptability, and problem solving even under constraints. Imagine the impact when we combine Indian innovation with Japanese discipline. That is where global excellence is created. We must address an important mindset issue among students. The belief that success is possible only if we study in elite institutions like Oxford, Harvard, or similar universities. These institutions are excellent, no doubt, but success is not guaranteed by the campus name. In today's digital and global world, knowledge is anywhere. What truly matters is how we use our opportunities, how we build skills, and how we think independently. So, as students, let us shift our mindset from being degree-oriented to being skill-oriented, from comparing ourselves with others to competing with our own potential, and from fear of failure to confidence in learning. I know these universities have a lot of infrastructure, and as Sir Principals mentioned that you are having a very good potential, and I heard a lot of about this institution also. Now coming to our university, I want to say a few words. It is located in the amidst the serene surroundings of Kanyakumari. Nish has grown into a respected center for higher education with strong focus on research, innovation, and technology-driven development. Nish is deemed to be university owned and administered by the Nur Islam Education Trust, a 70-year-old institution with a distinguished legacy in education and social development. The university offers programs in engineering, management, science, humanities, and applied sciences, supported by a steadily strengthening research ecosystem. Over the years, Nish has emerged as a vibrant academic hub for students from all over the country, especially from Kerala and Tamil Nadu, fostering a truly diverse and inclusive academic environment. Nish places special emphasis on research and development through interdisciplinary studies, industry collaboration, and indigenous innovation initiatives, most notably the NUSAT, the University Indigenous Satellite, launched in 2017, which stands as a significant milestone reflecting its commitment to advanced research, practical learning, and national relevance. At the same time, Nish has consistently pursued a strong global academic outlook. Through meaningful international collaborations, the university has enabled its students to undertake internships at globally reputed institutions abroad. We firmly believe that education should go beyond classrooms and examinations. So I ask the students who are encouraged to engage in research, innovation, and socially relevant projects, preparing them to contribute meaningfully to the society and the nation. In this spirit, the students from this university, we are inviting, I'm saying these faculty members who are recommended by the management of this prestigious institution as alumni will be eligible for attractive special scholarships for pursuing higher education and advanced research at Nish. I warmly invite the faculty members, researchers, and students present here to visit our campus and explore opportunities for academic collaboration and research engagement at Nish. I would also like to briefly mention our sister institution, NIMS Medicity, located at Neyatankara, Thiruvananthapuram, a multi-speciality teaching hospital accredited by NABH and NAC with A grade, and supported by the dental and nursing colleges, contributing significantly to the healthcare education. With a strong research focus, it houses centers such as the NIMS Spectrum Child Development Research Center and the NIMS Center for Genomic Medicine, approved as a Center of Excellence in Life Sciences by the Government of Kerala. Its flagship initiative, NIMS Spectrum, supports specially abled children and their families, and under the compassionate leadership of Sri M.S. Faisal Khan, stands as a symbol of care and social responsibility. NIMS Medicity is also steadily progressing towards the goal of becoming India's first net zero emission hospital campus, underscoring its commitment to sustainable healthcare. Sir, it is already mentioned. It is my honor to inform on behalf of Faisal Khan, an artificial intelligence-based computer laboratory will be set up in your campus as a remembrance of our patron and founder, late Dr. A.P. Majid Khan, sir. Before I conclude, I once again felicitate the institution, the organizing team, and all the participants for their dedicated efforts in making this conference a success. I wish the deliberations every success and hope they lead to meaningful outcomes. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be part of this program. Have a wonderful day and good day.
Thank you, ma'am. We now move on to the felicitation segment. At first, I invite Dr. Febi Verghese, Director and CEO, Kerala Nirmidi Kendra, Government of Kerala.
Most respected Reverend Dr. Isaac Mar Philoxenos Episcopa Tirumeni, Dr. Sujata, Principal Dr. Jacob, Dr. P. Ravi, Dr. Benson, Sri Naveen Jacob, Senior Vicar of the Marthoma Church, Reverend P. M. Kurigeshu, Bishop Secretary, Reverend Biju Samuel, scholars, faculty members, industry leaders, and my dear friends. I am elated by your kind invitation to be a part of this conference. And at the outset, I extend my gratitude to the organizers, especially to the principal, Dr. Jacob, convener, Dr. Benson, and joint convener, Professor Dr. Jacob Thomas, for inviting me to this august gathering. It is indeed an honor for me to address this international conference on next-gen global economical and management trends, particularly at a time when economics and management are not merely evolving, but being fundamentally redefined. The question we are facing now is no longer whether changes are taking place, but the real question is whether our institutions, systems, and faculty leaders are ready for the next generation of business. Well, we are living in an era of technological marvels. The technological marvels which influences each and every aspect of our life. Thanks to those marvels, the shift from the carbon age to the nano-carbon age, which reveals the unlimited potential of transforming nations with an accent on economic efficiency, ecological compliance, and social inclusion. As we know, for decades, business operated in relatively predictable cycles, but now we operate in permanent volatility. Now we are witnessing shifting geopolitical powers and supply chain realignments, rapid digitalization of markets and currencies. The global economy is no longer linear. It is interconnected, fragile, and fast-moving. A disruption in one zone echoes across the other zone immediately. Next generation business understand this reality, and they do not plan for certainty, but they plan for resilience. The most valuable asset today is no longer capital or machinery. It is human creativity combined with intelligent systems. Artificial intelligence, automation, blockchain, and digital platforms are no more future trends. It is the present realities. So conferences like this are vital because next generation business cannot be built in isolation, as our beloved bishop has pointed out in this inaugural address. It requires academia to rethink management education, policy makers and industry leaders to turn innovation into impact. Next generation business is not something we are waiting for. It is something we are building right now through our destinations, our leadership, and values. Therefore, tomorrow's leaders must be listeners, learners, and system thinkers capable of guiding organizations through ambiguity while maintaining trust and purpose. In a national innovation system, new knowledge is created by institutions like this, exploited by laboratories, and commercialized by dynamic firms. So let us move forward, not as passive observers of global change, but as architects of a smarter, fairer, and more resilient global economy. In this context, you should realize that in an internationally competitive environment, it is not the question of biggest or smallest, but the fastest. As Philip Kotler, the father of modern marketing, says, If you have to stay in the same spot, you have to run much faster, even if you have to stay in your same spot. So that much is the competition today. Only those who keep pace with the rapidly changing facets of processing, design, and marketing will survive, and all others fall apart. So it is important that the future leaders sitting in front of me should fully recognize your vision and mission to contribute substantially towards the sustainable growth of your organization. Vision without action is a daydream, and action without vision is a nightmare. We need a unique blend of both vision and action. Therefore, I fervently urge upon the faculty, scholars, and leaders to rapidly catch up with the global economical and management trends and enhance your efficiency factor by linking, leveraging, and learning. You should be very keen to establish your links with the dynamic sources of force. You should leverage your sources with those sources for, and you should always learn to be innovative, because learning is knowledge, knowledge is a source, and innovation is a force. And there is no other option to withstand competitive pressure for efficiency gains. I am glad that various stakeholders from academia, industry, and policymakers have come together to take part in this conference today. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So I wish you all a successful conference. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. P. Ravi, Professor and Head, Department of Management Studies, MS University, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu.
Dignitaries on the dais, the big dignitaries of the dais. Very good morning, all of you. When I say good morning, you should reciprocate. Tell good morning, nice morning. That is where AI comes in, okay? When an AI-enabled machine, if I say good morning to that machine, it will immediately reply, very good morning, Ravi. Difference between human intelligence and AI. There is no ego for AI, okay? Big ego for human being. Okay. Good morning, all of you. Thank you so much. Luckily, Dr. Febi Verghese was given in inaugural session. He has saved my soul, because next session is mine, resource person. He is talking marketing, he is talking AI. I think I am saved. Thank you so much, sir. You have a lot of knowledge on marketing. Being a marketing professor, I always envy on the people who talk about marketing. Luckily, unfortunately, he touched upon father of modern marketing also. Yes, regular. My God. Okay. I am very happy that this institution is taking a lot of efforts to make this world know about what they actually do. Any educational institution should not stop teaching only the students. You should conduct these kind of conferences. In a way, I am lucky, the institution is lucky having Dr. Benson, son of Benedictus, staying blessed. I am a friend of his for the last 4 years. This is my third conference to the same theme. Thank you so much for inviting me, sir, Dr. Benson. As Febi Verghese lightly pointed out, being together is more important. I think this institution is having that effort. Touching the next gen concept, I am working in a government university where we struggle a lot to buy a printer, computer printer, whereas you are going to install an AI-enabled computer lab. This is next gen. I am in the old generation, okay? So this is what we are going to discuss in this deliberation. These kind of conferences are much helpful. Some people come here for recreation. Some people come here for sleeping. Some people come for chicken biryani or whatever you call. But I come for sharing the knowledge. Let me meet you after this inaugural session. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Moments like these allow us to pause and express our heartfelt gratitude to those whose presence greatly enriched this gathering. As a token of our deep appreciation, we now take the pleasure of presenting memento. We kindly invite Right Reverend Dr. Isaac Mar Philoxenus Episcopa to graciously present the memento to dignitaries.
Next, we would like to present the memento to Dr. Fabio Vargas. Next.
Thank you all. As we came to the end of this inaugural session, now I request Mr. Naveen Jacob John, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, dear delegates, colleagues, and friends. As we come to the close of this memorable inaugural session of the 4th International Conference on Next Gen Business, Global Economic and Management Trends, ICGNB 2026, it is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence and illuminating inaugural address of Right Reverend Dr. Isaac Mar Philoxenus Episcopa, Manager ETAC. Your gracious words have enriched our understanding and added great spiritual and intellectual depth to this inaugural session. At the outset, I express our profound gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. S. Sujata, Emeritus Professor and Deputy Director of NICHE Tamil Nadu, for delivering an inspiring keynote address that has set the perfect tone for the deliberations ahead. Thank you, ma'am. We also extend our sincere thanks to Dr. K. Jacob, Principal, Marthama College of Science and Technology, for presiding over this inaugural function and for his constant leadership, encouragement, and support. Thank you, sir. Our heartfelt appreciation goes to Dr. Benson Kunyunye, General Convener of the 4th International Conference, ICGNB 2026, for the warm welcome address and for his tireless efforts in steering this conference towards success. Thank you, sir. We gratefully acknowledge the distinguished dignitaries who offered their felicitations. Dr. Fabio Vargas, Director and CEO, Kerala Nirmiti Kendra, Government of Kerala. Thank you, sir. And Dr. P. Ravi, Professor and Head, Department of Management Studies, MS University, Tirunelveli, for his valuable presence and kind words. Thank you, sir. We also thank Right Reverend Dr. Isaac Mar Philoxenus Episcopa for graciously presenting the memento as a token of appreciation during this inaugural session, symbolizing our respect and gratitude to our esteemed dignitaries. Our sincere thanks to the department choir for invoking divine blessings through the prayer, adding grace and solemnity to this occasion. We place on record our gratitude to ISDZ UK, the Indian Accounting Association Kerala branch, all the members of the organizing committee, faculty coordinators, volunteers, and student representatives whose dedicated efforts have made this program a great success. Last but not least, we thank all the delegates, researchers, and participants for being an integral part of ICGNB 2026 and for making this inaugural session truly meaningful. With these words, I once again thank everyone gathered here and wish you all enriching and fruitful deliberations during the conference. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your words of gratitude. Thank you all. We now have a tea break. Kindly reassemble promptly for the technical sessions. The time for the break is 10 minutes. Thank you.
now move on to the technical session 1 on aura of AI in marketing decisions. I invite Dr. S. Purushottaman, Assistant Professor, SRM Ishwari Engineering College, Chennai. He is involved in curriculum delivery, student mentor, and academic activities in management studies at the college. To chair the session. I invite Dr. S. Purushottaman, Assistant Professor, SRM Ishwari Engineering College, Chennai, to chair the session.
Good morning to all. So we begin our technical session now. So happy to be a part of this fourth international conference. So Hour of AI in Marketing Decisions, going to be handled by Dr. P. Ravi, Professor and Head, Monoram Sundaram University, Tirunelveli. So as per this topic, it's very relevant to our today's trend because 70 to 80% of the business are going shifted into AI, into their business, right? Without this AI, now marketing business not possible. So in this session, you're going to just grab what is going to happen in the marketing scenario and what kind of job opportunities are readily available in the marketing domain so that you can equip yourself and skill yourself. So let's eagerly listen for this session. Over to Dr. P. Ravi, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Purushottaman. So let us straightly enter into the session technical. I want you to listen to me for another 50 minutes or 60 minutes or so. It depends. If you are not listening, I will take for the entire day. I will not leave this place. No lunch, no tea, coffee break. Shall we start, sir? Yes. So, Narmada Buddhi. What is artificial intelligence? No problem. I am already welcomed inside. No problem. So, in Malayalam, how do you say artificial intelligence? Anyone? Huh? Oh, Nirmidi Buddhi. Nimridi Buddhi. Nirmida. Oh, I mistakenly told Narmada, right? Sorry. All of you are PG or UG? Mixed. It is a clump. Okay. You want me to stand here or can I walk there? It is your wish. You please be interactive here. Don't sit like an idol. Have an interaction. Shall we start? Yes? Right. Okay. So my study is on order of AI in marketing decisions. What is aura? AURA? You want me to speak in mic? I am not comfortable with mic. Can you able to hear? Now? Online people they want mic. Okay. What is aura? Can anyone? I will give 50 rupees. What is aura? Yeah, it is spread of light. Okay. Morning in the inaugural session, I just talked with you saying good morning. Ultimately, no one have replied. Finally, I told you the difference between what is the intelligence artificial and what is the intelligence human. The difference is what we program, the AI will reflect. Okay. Why this is apt for this next gen business or next generation, whatever you call. Nowadays, you know how you take or write assignments is through ChatGPT or whatever you call Google, Gemini, AI, Microsoft Copilot, whatever assignments are is given, you just feed the prompt, get the answer, immediately submit, does not bother about whether it is the right answer or not. Okay. Whatever the output is coming through the computer, I just take a print and submit. That is not we are talking about. AI is not a replacement of human intelligence. It just supports to work faster. That's it. Right? If I am bald, there is no use of comb. Okay? The comb is AI. If you are bald means no brains, there is no use of AI. It is the human mind which has to take a decision on the basis of the output given through AI softwares. Can you able to understand the concept behind? AI is a concept or a tool or a technology which supports or favors in giving results faster manner. Whether the results are right or wrong, it is up to us to decide. As a marketing person, I have to know whether my company is running profit or getting losses or yielding losses. I have to take a decision here. If I want to get a profit, what I should do? For example, where is Benson? I do not know. Whether this conference is success or not. How will you assess the conference is success or not? What are the different ways or what are the different parameters? Can anyone please tell? Be interactive, my dear gentlemen and ladies. If you want to say the conference is success, what you expect from the conference? More interaction. Very good. More interaction. Next. Okay, knowledge must be shared. Next. Yes. The first aspect in conference is the more original research papers have to come here. Okay, number one. Number two, whether these research papers are presented correctly or not. Number three, whether these presentations are properly validated or not. Number four, whether this is going to give us a meaningful input for the takers. These 4 points are relevant, or you can consider it as a parameter to assess a successful conference. Okay. Suppose I am running a conference, there is only 5 papers, I have 2 days conference. Is my conference successful? Is my conference successful for 2 days, 5 papers? My God, if you come and see here, these people sit like statue. Hey, you are not watching Marcos movie, man. You are watching me, a professor who is talking here. Please show some signal, symbol, signs. Okay. Again, let us enter into a gentleman's agreement or ladies' agreement. Let us have a beautiful reaction. When you talk some things, please nod your head. You either accept or not. Okay. Don't say I accept. Okay. Is that clear? Can you able to follow? Why marketing is done for an organization? What is the necessity of doing a marketing? I don't think slide is visible for all. Is it visible? Please higher slide, sir. What is the core function of marketing in any organization? What is the relevance of having a marketing department in any organization? Do we need a marketing department in an organization? Yes or no? Don't have chats in the last area, okay? Last rows. Do not prefer in the future, okay? They are hiding their faces and sitting like this. I couldn't be able to identify them, okay? And the other ironic part is that this inverted umbrella with the big focus light, I could not see there, okay? So 2 challenges I have to encounter. A gentleman in blue shirt, please stand up. This is going to be my interaction in another 45 minutes. Please tell me, what is the usefulness of having a marketing department in any organization? To improve? More? To improve product specification. Okay. Sit down, please. You. Yes. You have nice smile, man. But why are you not, behaving here? Okay, tell me. I am choosing the next head. Okay, right. You are next. Be casual. No need to. Don't be too much casual. Casual. What are you doing? MCom. BCom. Very good. Please take your seat. You are? Very good. You tell me why marketing is done. He is yet to travel 3 years. You have already traveled 3 years. Very good. Sit down. The prime most aspect of any marketing department is to create awareness. That's it. But creation of awareness is not alone the concept of marketing. It has to end with a result which should have an increasing of awareness or increase of profit. How it is done? How many of you do not have smartphone? How many of you do not have smartphone? All of you have smartphone. Right. Very good. What are you doing with that smartphone? Any one usefulness for your life? Tell me, gentlemen. Gray shade. Please stand up. You are studying? No problem. You should tell. That question is different. This question is different. This is universal question apt for all. What is the usefulness of a smartphone you have? What do you do with that? Loading. You coding? Calling. Okay, next. A simple button phone will do. Why smartphone? Education purpose. My heart has come out. For education purpose, you are using your smartphone. Really, I should have 3 or 4 hearts. Don't tell lies. Morning. Yeah, time 11:45. You should not tell lies. God will watch you. Okay. What education you have learned to the help of you? I'm telling you here. What you will do? Editing and coding, video editing for Instagram reels, taking selfie, posting in Instagram. Okay, watching YouTube, watching WhatsApp, looking WhatsApp or seeing WhatsApp. It is a survey which says, please sit down. In India, please sit down. An age group from 18 to 24 are suffering from a new disease called mental disease. Even when they sleep, they do this. What is this? Phone scrolling. Okay, just do. When I don't watch YouTube shorts, why I scroll? What I'm doing actually? What we do actually? Right, if I see some sort of specific videos, the YouTube will recommend only those sort of videos. Is that right? Is that right or wrong? Suppose if you watch some comedy Malayalam now shorts, you will be recommended with all those comedies in Malayalam movies. If you watch news, all the news will be recommended. How it is happening? AI makes it happen. It tries to understand what is your lifestyle, what is your pattern, how you live, how we use YouTube, how we use Netflix, how we use all types of OTTs. Suppose if you are a watcher of Netflix, you will be recommended the similar pattern of movies what you watch, or TV shows, whatever you watch. How it is happening? Because of AI. Can you able to understand? A simple an example of how artificial intelligence makes human decisions. Your decision is made by a software which is been installed in Netflix, a software or tool which is being used in YouTube. You understand? Can you able to follow, sir? Without the feeling of AI, you cannot live in the future from today, from 2 years ago. Future is fully depending upon artificial intelligence. We cannot replace human intelligence, but we should want artificial intelligence to understand where I will be if I live like this, where I will be if I do this business like this. October month, my sales was 100. November month, my sales was 200. What will be my sales in December month? 100, 200, 300, not 400. The gap is 100. Okay. This we have done with the help of trend analysis, linear regression. I do not know how many of you know that, but these analyses are done by artificial intelligence. Okay. Why, sir? What is the need of artificial intelligence? At this context, today's context, the understanding is everyone is having WhatsApp account. Is that right or no? Almost maximum people will be having Instagram, Facebook, Link. How many of you in LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the professional network. If you guys want to live and get job easily, LinkedIn professional network is the best network in India. And now the companies are hiring through LinkedIn. Okay, don't waste your time sleeping and enjoying with foods given by your parents. Try to understand what is your life, where you want to go. Okay, if you don't have LinkedIn account, please open an account today itself, as far as researchers are concerned or students are concerned. Okay, there are many apps like this, social networking sites, what we call. Okay, since we have these many accounts, the data becomes big. It is called as metadata, or it is called as big data. For a company, for example, LinkedIn is having 7 crore accounts in Asia alone. Declared accounts, what we call. You understand? If you go to WhatsApp channel, and you can find 57 crore accounts are there in Asia. 57 crore account. Some of the Middle East countries do not allow these kind of social media. Even then we are having. Okay. How can I handle 57 crore accounts? It is not that easy. Okay. Because of advancement in technology, in cell phone, we have innumerable number of apps. Yes, everyone is having app. All banks are having app. The number of customers stepping inside the bank have gone almost zero. All the transactions are happening only online. Is that right? The number of people entering into ATM is zero, almost reducing. Again, because of app. Because of the invention of technology, the lifestyle of the customers have entirely changed. The government of India is promoting zero balance account. Almost all the people are having bank accounts. You can't say no. If you are a student, you should have an account to get some scholarship amount, which is being given by the government. If you are residing in a rural village, you have to have an account to receive the 100 days or 125 days employment, whatever given by the government of India, the funds or your salary. You understand? When the banks are having more accounts, meaning more customers, if you repeat again all the 3 sitting in the back, I will ask you to go out. I have come here for some reason, okay? Don't spoil me. Right? Can you able to understand? Banks having crores of accounts. What is the population of India? Can anyone guess the population? I want you to tell yesterday's population, not today's. Tell me. Roughly around 140 crore. Very good, sit down. It is almost 139 crores as far as yesterday's declaration. India is very much proud and will become number one very soon. China is giving many offers to increase the population, but we don't want any offers. We are already leading, okay? Imagine the number of accounts, Naveen Jacob. Kya? Population is growing in hefty manner. Almost all the people who are born in India has to have a mobile phone, a Facebook account, a WhatsApp account, whatever you want. The school, as boy or girl studying 8th standard in a school, operating a school app. You understand? Saturdays, they declare holidays, but there will be an online class through Google Meet. I want some device which should be accessed. Either you call it as tab, either you call it as computer, or you call it as smartphone. Yes or no? Now this gentleman is standing for only reason some online guys are seeing there. I could not able to view them, but still I'm happy they are listening to them. Is that right? Do you watch them? Okay. Though it is virtual mode, they have to listen, get some knowledge. Okay. Through this AI, I can understand whether these participants are listening to me or not. The blink of eye, the duration of the eye open will be giving me a data. This particular XY gentleman is not at all in the conference. He has gone somewhere. He is not listening. He is not watching. These kind of things can be done. Okay. In NASA, you know NASA? America. We are third biggest, largest country in the world to have safe and secure launch of rockets. One NASA, రెండు Russia, மூணு India. China is having no habit of telling truth. They never say truth. They always lie. That is China. But India, we try to lie, but we will find out how they lie. We have many watchdogs called media people. I will have a camera here. Spy cam. In online, it is available all nonsense in India. Even drugs are sold some places. Suddenly, in newspaper, you can see 7 people were arrested because they sold drug ganja in Zomato delivery box. Zomato itself got shocked. Why India is doing like this? You understand? They started a company called Blinkit, you know? You know Blinkit? Do not know or yes, sir? How many of you do not know Blinkit? So all of you know Blinkit. Either you should raise hands for first question or you should raise hands for second question. If you do not raise hands for any question, what do or how do I conclude? Please tell me. You know what is Blinkit? What is that? No need to stand. You just put in the cross legs and tell the answer. No problem. What is Blinkit? What is Blinkit? Platform? Website? Perhaps platform or website? Website, okay? Selling groceries, selling any goods, whatever you want. That's all. Is Blinkit successful in India? Yes? Right. I am asking next question. Is Blinkit successful or any other website is there? Sir? Instamart or Big Basket? He is a teacher, so he knows something. It is a fate of a teacher to study until they die. No other way to go. But a student can study for 3 years and go, or 5 years and go. But teacher has to study until their life, or at least they work. If you have Big Basket, Instamart, Blinkit, which is having more sales? We do not know. If you ask the same question in Google Gemini AI, in 2 seconds it gives you answer. Now, if you take your mobile phone and ask the same question, who is the top performer? Blinkit, Instamart, Basket, Big Basket. It will give you answer in 2 seconds. And that is what is necessary for AI. Okay. Again, I'm telling you, AI will never give you 100% correct result, but we can give you 90% approx. Okay. This is called, you could have seen a big display board in a big, parking places. They would have given displayed this. The parking is at owner's risk. It is my parking place. I have given parking place to my customer. I have displayed a board. You park at your own risk. In your parking place, I am parking my vehicle and you are saying park at your, and for that you are getting 100 rupees also. India is incredible. No one can deny the fact. I will do all nonsense. I will switch on the left indicator, go in the right and create a big accident, and I will say, I didn't know. I do not know. Accidentally, my hand went to the indicator. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reasons to escape, but not to live. You should not, or you should never tell any reason to survive for a wrong method or a wrong research or a wrong factor, whatever you call. I have to survive with the right support, right data, right factors. Everyone knows that if I don't eat, my stomach won't get filled up. AI cannot eat for my sake. I have to eat. I have to take the decision, which is good, which is right, or which is wrong. Given a time, at this time, can I able to take a decision or not? Is that decision is wise or not wise? We have to decide. Can you able to understand? Marketing decisions is much, much important for any organization to survive for a long-term future. If you cannot able to protect or project where you will be in next year by this time, you are no use of living there. I should know where I will be in another 5 years. You would have imagined what is the problem of Indigo, right? Indigo flight service. That Lucha fellow have not had any customer. They simply canceled the flight, made the passenger to wait, finished. Their job is over. I do not know. You please contact office. This should not be the response of an employee to the passenger. And they paid the penalty 22.5 crores to Airport Authority of India. That is different. That is totally different. But social media will never allow them. After this incident, crores and crores are posted, which is reposted, which is forwarded, damaging or spoiling the name of Indigo flight services. I have n number of apps, okay, social media apps. This data travel in particular pattern. You understand? At one point of time, the data will automatically travel, the AI will stop. But the AI will understand what is the pattern. They are spreading some negative messages about some company. Finished. AI have finished their job. Now it automatically travels. Finished. You can't type a word bomb in Dubai. You can't type a word bomb in Kuwait. If you type the word in 1 minute, police people come to your doorstep. We also have in India these kind of challenges, and we have the softwares to trace. But we don't follow. I can search whatever bomb I want, no problem, in India. In Kuwait, if you type bomb, 2 minutes, 1 minute, police will come and take you. They will ask a lot of questions. You will die there. Why BOMB? Are you a terrorist? They will pick up the entire history of yours and your blood relations and put in a jail. Until they are satisfied, you are gone. Can you able to follow? This is happening because security measures. In India, no railway station is safe. Am I right? You can enter the railway station in any direction, north, east, west, south, and almost 8 corners of the directions wherever you want. No, only we have a building which is called as entrance now. No frisking, nothing is there. I can easily take 10 kilo of some dynamite and travel in my bus. No one is going to ask you. No security measures. I entered into the college with my free hand. Suppose if I come with 3 bags, they will have allowed inside. They do not know what I take in my bag. We do not have a strict security measures, okay, here. But AI does this. How? AI camera just view what are the people travel here, what they take, what they do, what they have, scan, entire data goes inside. Okay? In Dubai International Airport, you just enter and stand there. All immigration services are over. You no need to take the passport and see them smile, hello, not necessary. You just walk, immigration is over, immigration is done. AI does this, okay. In future, your electricity board a person will not come to your doorstep and take the reading and tell your electricity charge is this. It understands your pattern, plus or 5% error, it gives you the bill you have to pay. No person will come. That is the future. No person will be there to open the damn shutters. It will automatically open when the stress level goes high. Right? AI will not replace. It understands the pattern of your mind. For a criminology experts or a forensic experts, it is easy to understand who you are. All I want is your cell phone, that's it. If I take your cell phone, feed to the forensic people, in 2 minutes they will tell who are you, what are you doing. Your entire histories are taken. What is your type of person? Are you susceptible for crime? Will you be a suspect? You are a future threat or not? All this analysis is done by assessing what is your pattern, okay? Suppose if a human being sit there and do this job, it will take at least 5 months or 2 months or 3 months to understand who are you. But if I give this detail to the machine, it will tell me in another 5 or 2 minutes, who are you? Are you potential for this or not? They will understand easily. Delhi crime, how they found. Bomb blast, Delhi bomb blast, how they found. All because of AI cameras. Cameras were there, but they couldn't able to catch the proper evidence because of normal CCTV. They could able to catch because of AI CCTV. What AI senses? It adjusts and studies the movement speed of the car. Why this car is having disturbed pattern of speed? What is the reason? It assesses. It can calculate microseconds of your speeds. But physical eye of a human cannot calculate this kind of speed. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we cannot escape from AI. For example, if instead of this sending a chatbot, please sit somewhere. My leg is paining. Okay. You drag a chair and sit here. Instead of this, if I installed 4 AI-based camera, no need of a person to stand there. Just enough to have a focus light, that's it. It senses, it travels, it moves. In every 5 minutes, the camera will have a round. And one step ahead, if in a classroom I fit a AI-based camera, you know what camera does? It finds a student who is sleeping, alerts the teacher. Okay, how? Camera rotates, focuses on a person's eyelids, right? If eyelid is closed, it just throws a light there. Teacher has to find that. Finished. AI-based attendance, AI-based marks, AI-based assessments, all have come. Yesterday, in Andhra Pradesh, what is the capital of Andhra Pradesh? India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. Amravati is the capital of Andhra Pradesh. The CM of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, have opened an university fully on AI. AI-based university. NVIDIA, you know the company? NVIDIA. What is that company? What is that doing? What is the business they are doing? NVIDIA company, what they do? Graphics card. Good. Since you are in video, you can able to understand. NVIDIA is a company which is the only company in the entire world. They supply all type of processors for your games. Gamification. The students, the guys play in the computer. You have 7 monitors, play games, your cell phone games. The processors are supplied by them. And they are going to sponsor that AI-based university, first of its kind in the entire Asia. Future has changed. Okay. You no need teacher. You no need me to stand here having a mic talking to you. Right? You can have n number of videos. Whatever subject course you want to study, you can take many videos from the social media. And the biggest contributor is YouTube. Okay. For one analysis, you can have thousands and thousands of videos. You can study by yourself. But how to interpret things, how to interpret from this result, for which you need a teacher. They have to give you some examples, live examples. A live contact will never replace a machine contact. Okay. You cannot supplement. You cannot replace. If you have any doubts, you can ask, but give you answer, but you will not get your doubts clarified 100%. For that, we need some type of assistance called technology, and that technology is called artificial intelligence. Everyone is having social media account. Everyone is having bank account. The bank would not be able to calculate all these profit, loss, transactions immediately, but the machine does. It will classify. I go to a Lulu mall and buy some stuff. After the day is over, the Lulu person can understand how many people have entered today. How many have done only window shopping? How many have done really shopping? They can have the calculation. Right? I can segregate people. This color, what is this color? Blue, thick blue. The thick blue fellow is a terrorist. Find them. I didn't camera the prompt. If you do the prompt to the camera, the camera will pick all the people who are having this thick blue shirt in seconds. AI-enabled decisions. I can easily spot them. I can find out who will be the possible culprit there in the Lulu mall. Immediately the results are shown. I should send the security and grab them. Finished. My job is done in half an hour. Suppose physically if you have to do, the whole day is not enough. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, let us have a basic understanding, not only in marketing, any field of study, artificial intelligence is a must. Okay. The slides, what I'm going to show you is just for fun. that is not full of theoretical or technical concepts. But what we are interacting is more important. You should have an idea of understanding how we can do, what is the challenge, how we can escape, all these things you should share with me. Okay. So next slide, sir. In these three photos, which is AI based? I'm sorry if you could not able to see. There are three photos. Which one is AI based? What is this here? Simple question 3. Select one. Don't select my photo. Done some challenges there in my photo. Which one is possibly an AI image? Is this lamb chop? This one? No. This one? Maybe. Rascal. This is my original image. Okay. In Google Slides, I do not know how many of you preparing slides. Nowadays, everything have become easy. If you have a smartphone, go to the Google and search any word. In few seconds, the display comes in below of the phone. It says, "Ask anything." Have you visualized? Okay. Whatever you search in a normal Google search engine, it automatically enters into AI-based search engine. Okay. You cannot escape. Some searchers have done this. Suppose if your father wants to find what you have searched, even though you erase the history, I can find from AI-based search. Okay. So you cannot escape. Right? While preparing slide, I just gave a prompt called Marthoma. That word gave this image. I really do not know what is the meaning of this, but what is this Charcha? The AI have done some many calculations, and after 2.5 minutes for Marthoma, it gave a church picture. Okay. Even now, I do not know what is the meaning of this. Or no one would have found here what is the meaning of this. AI will give results. It is up to us to take it or not to take it. Whether I have to go about in the future with this result or without this result. Is that clear? It is prompting which is more important in AI. Do not feed data in zero. If you give all zeros, the answer will be some nonsense. For any numbers, you have a result. What is 1 divided by 0? 1 divided by 0, 0, sir. Wow. 0 divided by 1? C. Morning, I would have spent at least half an hour for my makeup. Yes or no? And we males are always flawless. We don't give that much importance. But girls are very conscious to show themselves as some sort of confident or smartness or whatever you call. Voice also? Okay. Now a machine has been installed in Dubai. No? You no need to haircut, go to the salon. Have you seen that video? The machine is real. The machine is real. All the thing you have to do is that 2 point. One is show your face in the mirror. It scans your face. The next one, choose the haircut design. Third one, pay the amount. 2 seconds, or you can increase the time. It is up to your wish. I don't have time. I have only 1 second. Haircut is done. Okay. It washes your head after cutting the hair. In Lenskart, you can design your own spectacles. It adjusts your frames. Lens, what is the caption of lens card? We look good together. What is lens card? We look good together. Okay, we both should go together. You understand? From there, they catch your mind. From your understanding, from your taste, from your preferences, the AI catches actually what you want. Right? Show your face. It calculates the ordinates of your face, calculates your eye, and design is ready. You have to select the design. Whether you want rectangle, oval, diagonal, whatever you want. Right? Now you give the order. I buy shoes for my leg, giving only the measurement. I no need to physically visit a shoe store and buy a shoe. There are lots and lots of stuffs are happening in this marvelous world. Okay. Only thing is that I should know how to use this AI. That is more important. This is the normal template which is being given by Google. Okay. Once you open the slide, it says beautify this slide. If you want to beautify this slide, click. If you beautify, gives the next list. I have beautified by giving 2 words, marketing strategies, that's all. The previous one, what you saw was template. Now this is AI based slide. I just gave marketing decisions. It has come out with different types of patterns, okay? Again, if you don't want this, again you beautify this slide. Again, you give some other prompt, okay? Even a gentleman or lady who is having enough stuff to design a slide could not able to draw these graphics. Now it has given some graphics here. Easily to interpret what you intend to say. Your intention is more important as far as AI is concerned, okay? You have to tell what your device have to give you the result. That is more important. Next slide. You all know this. Marketing doesn't need any introduction. All it requires is 7 P's. That is what: product, price, place, promotion, people, process, and physical evidence. These 7 P's are major contributor for any marketing decisions. And all the marketing aspect go only with the 7 P's. You can able to design a product as that the gentleman have told. Where is that product specification? You told. Right. If you want to change the product specification, just give what you want. Give the question, answer is ready. My grandmother wanted a machine to have or grind spices. Now we have mixer grinder. Okay. A convenience of one person will be the product for the future. I could not able to wash my clothes manually. So I thought if a machine would be there, it will be very good. Now we have washing machine. Okay. I could not able to mop my floor. I just want an automatic machine. Now you have robo vacuum cleaner. Robo vacuum cleaner is AI. If I program the same robo vacuum cleaner, every day morning 10 o'clock you mop, 3 o'clock in the evening you mop, night 10 o'clock you mop. If I program the AI, it becomes generative AI. Can you understand? AI is a device. It does the core function. If you program the device, it becomes generative AI. You have programmed, you have designed a pattern. Every day, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it automatically starts, it automatically goes, it automatically parks in its stand. You no need to take the machine and keep it aside. Right? It automatically goes to the stand. All you should do is charge the machine now. Charge the vacuum cleaner. So normal robo vacuum cleaner is AI. If you are programming it becomes generative AI. Now in marketing, generative AI is done. Hindustan Unilever company, whatever company you take, these people do big business across the length and breadth of India. They could able to get results every day evening. What is the today's turnover in soap? Lux is coming from Hindustan Unilever. Hamam is coming from Hindustan Unilever. Colgate is coming from Hindustan Unilever. Pepsodent is coming from Hindustan Unilever. Surf Excel, Rin, whatever X and Y. If you go to the kitchen, 80% of the product is from Hindustan Unilever. If you go to the bathroom, 80% is from Hindustan Unilever. Without Hindustan Unilever, you cannot live in this India. It says, what is this sales in this place, whatever you call, Ayur or whatever this place is called, as far as Hammam soap is concerned. It tells you what is your requirement. It tells you, okay. That sort of data is analyzed in AI, right? Earlier, the shop people will ask for, I want 20 pieces of Hammam soap. Now the company says, you are not able to sell 20 pieces in a month, 5 is enough for you. It is the company's decision, okay? So this automated decisions are made by AI. Okay, next slide, sir. That is what I told you. The reason behind big data is next slide. This is the reason why Indians have to understand why data is required. We are not a nomad without having any these kind of apps. Any one app will be there as far as my challenge is concerned in your mobile phone. Any one social media app will be there in your cell phone. And that is enough for me to do AI. And that is the reason why big data has emerged. Earlier, WhatsApp were used to only chat text messages. Next, they came with video messages. Next, they came with voice call. Next, video call. Now, payment can be done through WhatsApp. What it says? The number of customers are increasing in this WhatsApp platform. I have to challenge Google Pay. Can I do this or not? I can't chat in Google Pay, GPay. I can't have a video call in GPay. Whereas all these facilities are giving WhatsApp. And that is the reason AI is required. It understands your text message. Friend, Machi, please send me 500 rupees in chat. WhatsApp understands what is the requirement. So number of messages asking for money transfer is assessed by AI of WhatsApp and tells almost 50,000 people of today have chatted with the words of transfer amount 1,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. This word transfer money has made them to start a special feature called WhatsApp payments. Your lifestyle is assessed, your patterns are assessed, and that is where AI comes in. Any features, if you want to add or delete, that is possible only when you understand what is the mindset of the customers. If you could not able to understand the mindset of the customers, there is no use of running any business. Every doctor has to have a capacity to diagnose what this patient would be, what kind of disease would be. If he could not able to diagnose, he is not a doctor. You can understand? Can you follow what I'm telling you? Next slide. That is what I have told you already. AI is not always a dish, but we can add some flavor. The main food I have to prepare. Flavors, the AI helps you. The decisions I have to take, no other way. All those analyses are done by this software called AI tools. Okay. See, this is called softwares. Predictive analytics is given by IBM. Right? We have many types of softwares. Watson software, Salesforce, Einstein, content generation software. You have Jasper. Copy I have. Copy AI, you know? You know or not? Do you know ChatGPT? Yes? Not only ChatGPT, you have many types of AI engines. DAL-E, DALLE, Midjourney, Gemini AI, okay? These are all some of the softwares. Again, the challenge is there between those companies. Who is going to give best results, okay? If I want to understand these kind of areas, how can I increase customer engagement? How can forecast trends and behaviors of our customers? I know to sit and study all the patterns. If I feed the data, Not at all necessary to feed the data. The machine understands what you are doing and gives you the results. Can you able to follow? These techniques are required to study these kind of areas. Okay. I prepare an ad campaign and give a program every 3 days once. You automatically send the ad. It automatically goes. Not necessary a person has to sit and feed 3 days after 4 o'clock. Not necessary. It automatically sends data. It automatically assesses data. It automatically gives results. Whether these results are viable, sir, please stop me when it's 12:30. Whether these results are viable or not, it is up to us to take decisions. Is that clear, sir? Can you able to understand? I think you would have got at least 5% idea about what AI is doing here. Okay. So next slide. This is what last slide I have given my credit to Google AI. Okay. Created by Google AI. The original template was background. When I say beautify this slide, it changes to like this. Okay. Again, if you change this image, beautify this, again you can change. Okay. The only thing that AI cannot do is it will never and ever will give the real image of you. That is copyright violation. Law against crime. Okay. Your real image will never be given by AI. Okay. But to some extent, they have got a nano banana concept. I can sit and have a chat with Donald Trump or whoever you want. Okay. But that is not 10%. That is 70% results. Suppose if I tell I am a marketing professor wearing glasses, standing like this with a mic, it will give an image. Okay. It will give their own image. Clear, sir? Can you able to follow? For any data, we need calculation. Physical calculation takes time. And because of that, taking decision is delayed. AI gives results in minutes. You can take decision whenever you want. If at all you have a YouTube channel, you can see what is done. If at all you have a LinkedIn account, you can see how many of them have visited this post. Impression is different, reaching is different. Impression is this. This is impression. Stay and watch is reaching. You understand? It will tell age group, will tell your profession. Number of people working in this sector have viewed this video. So all these analytics were made possible only because of AI. With that analytics, can you able to take any decisions or not is up to us. Clear? Thank you so much for your patience. If you have any clarifications, I don't think you have.
Thank you, sir.
Any
Next is the
questions?
Q&A section.
If anyone has any questions to ask, they can feel free to ask, sir, regarding this matter.
It was a very good insight, sir. And what about logistics? What will be the role of AI in logistics sector?
Every sector we have AI. It is up to us. For example, if you are doing logistics, you have different types of techniques. Transportation problem, linear programming problem. You have different types of problem. Least cost metric method. Suppose from here I have to reach Trivandrum, I can have several routes, but I have to program which route is faster. So faster route is not important for logistics. In logistics, even though the route is long, safer route is more important. Okay. So when you go for safer route, you should understand which type of highway will take this to that place. All these things we have to program. In AI, anything is possible. So once you program, for example, Google Maps give me where I should go, how to reach. To some extent, it goes a step further and tells, right this time there is a traffic. It tells you. And Google Maps also have a disclaimer, do not trust me 10%. I will go and land you in a river, somewhere in the middle of the sea. But still, they are trying to give you real-time facts when you travel. There is a slight traffic in this route. If you want alternatives, please suggest. So whenever you go for a map, Google Map, put your place into the destination place, it will give you 3 or 2 routes. You should select the routes whatever you want. That is happening because of AI. In logistics, this real-time maps, Google is one of the companies giving, okay? All the companies are not following Google Maps. There are n number of companies which have their own map softwares. All the big car companies, they have their own navigation panel. That is not given by Google Map. That is their company's their own. You have a driverless taxi. Driverless taxi. In China you have, in Dubai you have. In Dubai you have one step further, driverless helicopter. You just program it, takes you somewhere. Logistics is possible with the help of AI if you have some money to invest much more when you compare with the normal traditional logistics.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, you already told that we can use AI as flavor. So how do we know that when we should like?
That is what human intelligence is all
about. I'm asking is where does the line start for human intelligence and?
Suppose you are a teacher, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I have done. You want to give teach a concept. Do not talk in a traditional way. Okay, suppose for example, you tell me any concept, what do you know? Which subject you teach?
Commerce,
which subject? Some course.
Financial management.
My God, I hate that. Suppose for example, marketing, I have to teach you what is marketing. Marketing is defined as a set of managerial process to identify the needs and wants of the customers, and by supplying them at the right time, at the right place, through an exchange. This is marketing definition. Okay. If I talk like this is tradition. Instead, I just give some 1 or 2 AI videos. Some 2 or 1 videos, if I have a slide, it will make them understand very easy. I told you Lenskart is assessing eyes, coordinates of face. When I say this, they can, listen. But they don't have any idea about how it is done. If you show, this is what human intelligence happens. He has asked a question, but he is listening, gentlemen. The same AI video designed by the process by Lenskart, if you show them, the people can understand easily. That gives you interest. In Massachusetts Institute of Technology in US, no individual drives or rides a bike to deliver the food to any type of stakeholders inside the campus. They have around thousands of vehicles, robotized vehicle. I am sitting in this hall, 2nd floor. The vehicle will not come to the 2nd floor, but I can tell the building name. I am ordering to the canteen through the app. I want 2 chicken burgers. If you just simply order and pay the amount, the machine understands from where you have ordered. Map is there. In 10 minutes or 15 minutes, a vehicle comes to your building. You just pick up your burger alone, not the vehicle. They are doing it now. This technology invented by the engineer of Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The number 1 engineering institution in the entire world. Almost in civil and mechanical, they are number 1 in the world. Suppose if we are doing this, you order, but the order will never reach your place because some friends of us, lovers of us, will take the burger and the vehicle, go home, sell it in a second market. It is possible. This video, if you show, the people can understand how the AI is enabled. The next day, the same vehicle waits for a command from your place. Yesterday, gentleman ordered by 11:30. I am expecting the same order today by 11:30. You understand? First preference is you. If you did not order by 11:30, the machine moves to next place. Right? This is called generative AI. Okay? Clear? So adding more videos and examples will make the concepts clear. That is called AI-based teaching. Okay? And it is up to us to decide. Anytime you can use it. I understand because of the class, please get out. Time is up for lunch.
Okay, let's leave a big round of applause for giving energetic and lively session covering about the art of AI in marketing. To summarize what Sir has covered, important points related to AI in marketing. Our India has recently in the budget also allocated AI data centers, allocated a lot of budget for creating AI data centers in India. So that much of importance our India is focusing on. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are utilizing AI in all our applications on a day-to-day life also. So to know more about that, what will happen to a business perspective? See, business need lot of real-time data. So there comes the AI into the picture. It makes them a wider decision making, and it also understand the complex situation and provide a beautiful solutions for the business to make it to the next level. See, Amazon is using, Netflix is using, Spotify using, it understand the customer behavior patterns, accordingly their choices and everything, it flash up the things what they want to purchase. Starbucks also utilizing the AI voice assistant service in their service parameters also. So all the leading companies are using AI in all their operations and all their applications. So AI is very, very important. So two aspects we need to understand here as a researchers. See, there is a scope, large scope for research in this area like predictive analytics and the sentimental analysis. These are the deeper understanding of an individual customer where you can come up with a lot of insights about how the customer behavior pattern is about, how the purchasing behavior is all about, how you can engage your customers. So these are the two areas where researchers can do a lot of research is open still, more papers had to come in this particular area to understand. But you need to also understand about this concept and technology. So you need to understand the how this operate and function. So you need to do a Google Analytics course, and you need to also work on these how the Salesforce automations works, customer relationship management works. So any of the softwares will definitely will fit you a marketing job also in recent trend. So that's about the importance of AI in India. So thanks for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for your informative and wonderful section. I now invite Ms. Janvi Chaitanya, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce, to propose the vote of thanks.
First of all, it was a wonderful session, and I think everybody really enjoyed it, and we got very means more information about AI, and all were engaged. I saw the crowd was they're keen to listening to what you are saying, and it was very wonderful session, sir. So, respected chairperson, esteemed resource person, dear faculty members, delegates, researchers, and participants. As we come to the conclusion of technical session 1 on aura of AI in marketing decision, it is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, I express our sincere gratitude to the chair of the session, Dr. S. Purushottaman sir, Assistant Professor, SRM Ishwari Engineering College, Chennai, for effectively guiding and moderating the session with clarity and academic insight. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished resource person, Dr. P. Ravi sir, Professor and Head, Department of Management Studies, MS University, Tirunelveli, for delivering an enlightening and thought-provoking session. His expert insights on the application of artificial intelligence in marketing decisions have significantly enhanced our understanding and inspired meaningful academic reflection. Our sincere thanks to the organizers of this conference and all the participants and delegates for their active presence and valuable engagement, which truly made this session interactive and enriching. With these words, I conclude the vote of thanks and wish all a pleasant and productive continuation of the conference. Thank you, one and all. And thank you, sir, for such a good session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Moments like them allow us to pause and express our heartfelt gratitude to those present, greatly enriched with gathering. As a token of our deep appreciation, we now take a pleasure of presenting momentum. We kindly invite Dr. Jacob Thomas, a honorary professor, Marthoma College of Science and Technology, to present graciously to the dignitaries.
Hello, പോകുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ്, before going, I would like to say one more thing. The offline presentation of our paper presentation is to be held over here. So anybody who has PPT, kindly send it to my number. I'll share my number right now. 9526, right? Anyone who has paper presentation, kindly write down the number. 9526 178 420. Share it again. My personal number is 9526 178 420. So anyone has paper presentation, kindly send. If you have any PPT to do, to show, kindly send it to my number. Okay. Next is the lunch break. The lunch is provided in the MIT auditorium. So kindly
Can we start?
Yeah, you want to start?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Happy to see you.
Happy to see you too. How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Our conference.
Let me know a little bit about your college.
Marthoma College.
Okay.
I will give a brief mention in my welcome speech. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Can we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Today we are deeply honored to have with us our distinguished guest, Muhammad Yubais Muhammad FCMA, former chairman of SEPTO and CPSTL and economic and commercial advisor to the Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka, a fellow member of the Chartered Institute of Management Accounts and an alumni of University of Wales. He is widely recognized as an accomplished and visionary professional with extensive experience in business development, financial management, strategic planning, marketing, and multi-unit operations management across diverse sectors. He has been made significant contributions at the national and international levels through his role in shaping economic policy, promoting trade and investment, monitoring global economic trends, and strengthening market access. His leadership in managing large-scale economic initiatives and guiding strategic operations in the energy sector, particularly in enhancing petroleum storage, distribution, and operational efficiency, has earned him wide professional acclaim. Known for his sharp economic insight and strong leadership, his core strengths include economic analysis, negotiation, strategic thinking, networking, and effective communication. We are indeed privileged and honored by his gracious presence with us today. His vast experience, insightful leadership, and distinguished contributions to the field of economics, energy management, and strategic governance are truly inspiring to the academic and the professional community alike. His presence adds immense value and prestige to this fourth international conference, as serves as a resource person, as a source of motivation for researchers, faculty members, and students. I would like to say a few words about our college. Mardama College of Science and Technology, established in 1995. The Department of College offering 6 PG programs and 14 UG programs. We are particular in conducting international conferences. We are the only educational institution in India conducts consecutive international conferences. This is the 4th international conference we are hosting. This year, our title is Next Gen Business, Global Business and Economic Trends. Sir, we are very happy to welcome you to this conference as a resource person. Coming years also, we are expecting your cooperation and support. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I start? Or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for Marthoma College inviting me to speak as one of the speakers today. And I know I might be speaking to most of the students and some of the business leaders who is going to be, leaders in future, who is running the business. To tell me about me, and I'm actually graduate from London Metropolitan University, and I have an MBA from University of Wales, and I am a fellow member of Chartered Institute of Management Accountant UK. So I have been working before as a just before this joining the Petroleum Corporation. I was working as a head of ERP and finance at one of the biggest global company here, and I have worked in India and Maldives and Bangladesh as well. So I have international exposure. And in the meantime, Sri Lanka went through its worst crisis ever in Sri Lankan history, worst crisis ever during 2020. 2022 and 2023, you would have seen, especially since you are from India, you would have seen the crisis that we went through. People went to queue and people are waiting in the queue. Some are waited for long days, 3 to 4 days. Some actually slept on the street and the road to get fuel, and some actually never turned back home because some has to sacrifice their life during the crisis. So this was the situation. Then I was called to take over the operation of Sri Lankan Petroleum Corporation. So I took over. At the time of I taking over, I thought, there might be sufficient fuel and to run the country for a while, and then there might, at least if not available, at least there will be order in place, lined, so that it will arrive in Sri Lanka on time. But when I took over, I saw we had I took over 2022 June 6th, and I saw we have only 1 day of stock. 1 day of stock. There were no more chips are being placed, no orders are being placed, none of the suppliers are participating for tenders. So I have only 1 day of stock, whereas countries if you I don't know, I sent you a small YouTube video. If you can just put that, and the people, the students might get a good idea about what's the situation it was. Can you put it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just put it. This is where just a part of it, and if you put, people will realize the magnitude of issues that Sri Lanka was facing.
Okay. Okay, sir. What about the present economic condition of Sri Lanka?
The present is, it's stable, as you know, but still we are in a situation where we don't pay our debtors yet. That will be start to paying 2028, early 2028. Till then, we are in a good situation. So basically, I just wanted to teach you the students. If you can you put that now? Can you on it? On
yes,
the video?
Yes.
Yeah, put that YouTube.
Yeah.
I have sent it to you.
Sir, is it on mail, by mail or any other?
WhatsApp. I WhatsApp you.
WhatsApp.
I WhatsApp the link. Just take the link, because that was a queue where people are struggling and waiting for.
One minute. Sir, is the YouTube video title "Clash is reported in parts of the country"?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is the reason, sir? Economic.
Can you telecast that?
What is the reason for the clashes?
That's what. That will explain you. That is because of shortage of fuel.
Oh, okay. What about fuel cost?
Yeah.
Fuel cost in Sri Lanka.
Yeah. Here it's about 92 petrol, about $1. About Sri Lankan rupee. Yes. Sri Lankan rupee about 290 odd.
Oh, okay. 3 seconds.
Can you do that? Put that?
Yes, sir. Should we screen share, sir?
Yeah, please. Yes, screen share. Then they will see. Yeah.
Sir, 1 minute. We have to calibrate this thing.
While you are getting ready, can I speak or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Speak, sir, no
Basically,
problem.
2022, Sri Lanka went through its worst economic crisis, where people were suffering without food, fuel, and in fact, no current in the country, no power, so that people, no gas. All the people have come out to street, and you can remember in Sri Lanka, very first time, president was sent home without an election, very first time, chased out, and then the new government taking over. During the same time, I have been almost the same time, I have been appointed as the chairman of the Petroleum Corporation in Sri Lanka, where though we had everything, because of lack of energy, power, the fuel in the country, we had an issue of generating even power. And in the meantime, we didn't have LPG gas to cook. Most of the people in the central, the western province of Sri Lanka, that is where the Colombo and the 65% of the people are living, this the western province. So people didn't have LPG to cook, or otherwise current to be at home. So people came out to street, and they were waiting in the queues for days and days. And some actually died in the queue, some actually slept in the queue to get their fuel filled. So during that crisis, I took over. As I took over, I saw no fuel, and then comes I need to prioritize. How I have only 1 day of fuel. So I was thinking what to do. Then I spoke to at that time President and told and the minister, this is where our situation is. So what shall we do? Now I need to, if I just distribute normally within a day, all the fuel will be over in the country and we will be struggling. Then the government decided to make a call and come out and say that for a month we will not have fuel in the country for a month. In the meantime, I had for a 1 day, I need to prioritize. When I prioritize, I took, it's a management decision, when it comes, your resources are scarce. Now it's ready. Now it's ready.
1 minute, sir. The video in
Could you play it?
sir. 1 minute, sir.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
Sir, what about your export of tea?
Pardon? No, that's right. I will come to there. Unfortunately, at the time of I had only 1 day of fuel, then I have to prioritize. This is where decisions comes, when you are a management accountant, when you become a CEO, when you become a politician, when you become a government servant, you will come up with the situation where resources are scarce, where you need to do a prioritization, and you need to see the pay empathy. You understand, prioritization become a critical part in our day-to-day business decision making. Whereas I have to prioritize, and I managed to prioritize first to the hospitals, second to the defense, armed forces, third to the basically to make sure these politicians or VIPs are being looked after. The fourth, the general public wherever possible, hospitals, army and everything, and then only everything else. So we managed to keep that and give it to hospital generators, and hospitals are running. Some factories were producing day-to-day medicine, we prioritize. Then we gave it to armed forces, police, army, navy and air force. You see, while we are doing, then I saw we call for tenders, suppliers to participate as usual, but unfortunately none of the suppliers participated. Because at that time our company or Sri Lankan government owing almost 1 billion USD to these five suppliers of ours, right? At that time, since we are not paying them, they were reluctant to participate for tender. Then what we did was, then I called all the suppliers and spoke to them and told them, if you could kindly participate for tender, we will pay. Then they said, look here, Mohammed, we will not be able to participate because you already owe us almost 1 billion. We will not be able to participate. I said, I will give you a bank guarantee. They said, already you have opened the LC from the same banks, and banks will not be able to fulfill the payment. So how can we accept bank guarantee from the same bank that you have issued the LC, which is default at the moment? Then this is where the decision comes to play. Then I went to Sri Lankan Central Bank governor and spoke to him and said, could you kindly give us a central bank guarantee? He told me, Mohammed, central bank cannot participate in commercial activities of the country. So we are there to make decision and policies with regard to country's finance. So I said, okay. Then, in front of ministers and everybody, I said, if not, we will end up without fuel for another few months. So that will be worsening the situation and country will be burned down. Then he said, Mohammed, give me 1 day, I will come back to you. Then I went and presented him again, saying that normally we import almost 15 shipment to the Sri Lanka every month, and one shipment about 300,000 barrels. and every shipment per barrel we used to pay $1 to $2 premium. But due to this crisis and default, we used to end up paying $35 premium per barrel into 300,000 into 300,000 into 15. So it's almost millions of dollars extra, unnecessarily extra. We were paying USD out if we don't come up with the plan to give some credible source to suppliers that we will pay. You understand?
Yes.
Students are there.
Yeah. Already
Yeah.
in the live YouTube live.
Pardon?
Participating.
Yes.
They are participating in
Participating.
in the YouTube live.
You are putting
live streaming.
Live streaming, sir.
Live
YouTube.
right? No problem.
YouTube.
No problem. Oh. Basically, what happened was, would you be able to put the video?
Already aired to our YouTube channel and including
right, no problem. So basically at that time, then I went and spoke to governor and told, please, already our banks are being underrated, Fitch rating and everything underrated, so that suppliers will not accept our guarantee from these banks. So central banks give us a letter. So central banks, first time in the history, anywhere in the world, because of my request, me and our minister at that time, Minister Kanchana Vijayasekara. So both of us went and spoke and convinced the governor to give us central bank guarantee. That central bank guarantee, we gave it to our suppliers, 5 suppliers, saying that this is our payment plan and we will give you the payment. Please participate in our tenders. Unfortunately, Sri Lanka didn't have sufficient foreign currency reserve at that time. The first payment we could not fulfill. We defaulted again, even with the central bank guarantee. So at that time, all the suppliers came back and said, look here, even central bank could not honor the payment, so we will not participate for tender. Then what we did was basically again convince the suppliers. We had a chat with almost 9 members of the cabinet with the suppliers and convince the suppliers, you should participate. We will pay from next installment onward. And then we start to pay a small amount next installment, and suppliers got the confidence and they participate for the tender. During that tender, they got in, and as they got in, we didn't have enough dollars. So when I need to make another decision, So how I am going to basically, we need to make another decision. We don't have money, sufficient dollar to pay. And in the meantime, Sri Lanka had a policy of subsidizing fuel. When the fuel is costing ₹100, we used to sell at ₹50. Even if we sell, we will not recover total rupee required to buy dollars. You understand what I mean, right? So then what happened was, we went and we spoke to the cabinet ministers, president, and convinced them to bring the price up to cost reflective pricing. Cost reflective pricing. Cost reflective pricing is where we need to increase the price by double. Then the president was concerned of people and saying that how now Sri Lanka is suffering, we are having an economic crisis, you all are requesting me to put up the price again, and I put up the price. We have to put up the price. Otherwise, I said, sir, if we don't increase the price to reflect the cost, we need to get rupee from the treasury. Giving from treasury is also means that we are taking from the people from another pocket. Instead, let's allow people to pay. People to pay, whoever taking the fuel, them to pay the price. Then government took a policy decision after 10 years, policy decision to have a cost reflective pricing mechanism where people were furious because cost is going up. And in the meantime, we didn't have dollar. This is why management, I am a started Institute of Management Accountant. I learned, there are different terms of the managing payments. We came up with something called escrow and NRRA mechanism where we and supplier open a rupee account in Sri Lanka. We deposit the money, whatever the payment we receive after selling the fuel, we get the fuel from supplier, we discharge to our terminal where we store our fuel. From there, we used to supply to all the fuel station and other places. At that moment, when we get the rupee, we used to keep it in our bank and normally buy the dollar and give. But in this situation, what happened? We said, look, the suppliers doesn't have credibility in our payment system. We started something called NRR, non-residential rupee account, NRRA account, and then another one called NRRA account, another one called escrow account, where we jointly with supplier open a Sri Lankan rupee account and deposit the money into that account. Sri Lanka will not be able to withdraw that money without the permission of supplier. So then supply start to come in. Now we are selling the fuel, but still we don't have sufficient dollar to pay out. Our banks didn't have, Then we kept it there. 1, 2, 3 shipment, then dollars start to come slowly. Then we collect the money and pay the supplier. While paying the supplier, we are taking some more and put it into the NRRA account. Still, we had a loan of loss of almost 1 trillion rupees, right? We had a loss of 1 trillion rupees. So that what we did was, we were struggling as to what to do, and 1 trillion this thing, and still, as I told you, we used to sell at discounted price, almost 50% subsidiary. Then all of a sudden price was increased, previous loss was there, still we don't have sufficient rupee to run the business. Working capital, there was a less working capital. Then I went to president and asked him to give me from a bank, give me 200 billion loan, working capital loan, and at that time they were laughing. You asking 200 billion? Are you funny? I said, if you don't give 200 billion, I will end up to restore the situation. It will take another 1.5 years. I calculated and show. Then they gave me a revolving loan of 100 billion from Sri Lanka's biggest bank, BOC. We used that money to gap the shortage of rupee to buy fuel. Gap the shortage of rupee to buy the fuel. Right? So this is how we got the working capital in. Then we slowly, government gave us a policy, we can make a 3% of profit. While we are earning the 3% of profit, we slowly set off the bank loan, and the company made it self-sufficient to run the company. This is the crisis. During this crisis management, we made a profit also, right? Profit also as a company, because end of the day our company's objective was to make the profit. But more than the profit, in crisis, I would say, students, I'm always saying, don't plan for success, or don't get ready for success, or instead plan for crisis. Students should plan for crisis, because during the crisis only real leadership will come out. Real leadership is coming out. As I told you, resources are scarce. Scarce resources we need to manage very carefully. Fuel, when it comes to fuel is no more a commodity. It is no more commodity. It's a strategic asset for countries. Strategic asset. Everybody will agree with me. So now India, Sri Lanka, all those countries, we are importing 100%. So these are strategic assets. So we have to be very, very careful when we are handling it. You understand? So what I would say is, we need to be as a students. You guys understand. Then the crisis came when we started. We started the escrow account. We start to pay them the dollars. While this is going on, Sri Lanka had insufficient fuel to give it to all the fuel station limitlessly, because we had limited fuel. So what we did was, we wanted to supply almost every other fuel shed every other day. If we had 1,000, 2,000 odd fuel station, out of which we start to break into 3. And today, if I give it to first set of fuel station, tomorrow I'll give it to second set of fuel station. Third, I will give it to the third set of fuel station. Though during that time, we are having a tough time. How are we going to equitably distribute this fuel among the people? Then we came up with, you would have seen, QR solution. Every vehicle has to register with us. Once we register, per week we define the limit. For example, for motorbike, per week we gave only maximum of 4 liters. For 3-wheelers, tuk-tuk or 3-wheelers, we gave maximum of 6 liters. For buses, we gave maximum of 40 liters. Like that, we actually prioritize, and we used to equitably distribute among these all stakeholders. We distributed like that for 1 year. After 1 year, only we managed to, remove the QR and give petrol sheds or fuel station whatever the quantity they require. We start to give them. That is where the prioritization comes to play. Prioritization, where in management you need to prioritize your resources. You have to prioritize which supplier you are going to work with. When you are a supplier, you need to prioritize. Can you hear?
Yeah, so hearing sir, video is good, sir.
Video is upset.
Oh, video is.
I don't.
Yeah,
Now,
okay.
oh yeah, okay. So basically, you need to prioritize. Even when you are supplying, when you have sufficient cash, in a business, when you are making a decision, you need to prioritize. Where are we going to put our money into? Are we going to keep it in the bank and earn interest? Or are we going to put it in a business where immediately we will not get return, but eventually it will give us return, and it will go on to become big and get us high return. You understand what I mean? So this is where very important when you are making decision. Basically, next generation business leaders need to know. Crisis is no more a one-off situation. It's not an option. It is going to be every day you are going to face crisis. You will face foreign currency crisis. You will face fuel crisis. You will face geopolitical crisis. You will face political crisis. So it basically, once you prepare for crisis, you will be able to handle any situation. Some people blame people. The point at people. Instead, look into the systems, build the systems, invest on systems, invest on process, invest on people, so that under any circumstances, you will be able to face the challenges. You understand what I mean? That is where very, very important. Apart from that, as a company, we have to, we need to be ethical. We need to be ethical at any given time. We need to be ethical. We need to be honorable. We need to show empathy, and we need to be very transparent when in the crisis. Very transparent. Silence will make chaos, so that you need to communicate with people. So management, you have to communicate. Sometimes you don't wait for perfect decision. Perfect decisions will worsen the situation. Instead, make decision with the right intention. Make decisions. That is what we did. We made decisions after decisions. We need to take loan, we took loan. We need to prioritize, we prioritize. We said we can't give it to everybody full at once. We gave, we rationalized. We said this day motorbike can get this much. These people can get this much. Then we went on to latest solution, IT. We spoke to Sri Lanka's biggest telecommunication company. We spoke to Sri Lanka's one of the biggest IT company, and we spoke to even those the biggest government IT company. We combine between private public partnership to come up with this QR system. If the government alone try to do it, you may know government procurement process is very, very cumbersome. Very, very cumbersome. No one will be, they will only find fault. Because of that, by the time we take the server, we try and test, by the time that goes, it will take 1.5 years. So we managed to speak to private companies. We gave also, we told them, look, as a CSR, why not you pitch in at this moment and support us to come up with the solution? That is where IT comes. That is where IT comes. When the IT came, we managed to give that QR solution. We prioritized, rationalized, and we gave it to right people at right time. The situation became all right. After that, why the new generation need to know decisions and data is very, very important. When you don't have right system, in the crisis, during the crisis, you will come across that you don't have sufficient data to make decision. Sufficient data to make decision. This I felt during the crisis, because the day before we were supposed to allocate number of liters for every vehicle. We were planning to allocate about 20 liters per week for 3-wheelers. 3-wheelers mean ATA, tuk-tuk. So, but fortunately at about 1 o'clock midnight, I told my people, we can't do that. Just get me the data. We went and got the data. We managed to 6 liters per week. If we would have done 20 liters, again that would have been a queue. So that decision making, data driven decision making become very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So that is what we did. And after that, the crisis, it was going on smoothly. Now the people have got used to QR system. We ration our fuel. Queue was getting better. And now no more queue. Countries are getting back to normalcy. Then, we were to pay a lot of money which we have taken as a loan, and we were making a lot of losses. During that time, government made a decision. We can keep a profit of 3 to 4%. At that time, what we made the 3% profit, while for if it is 100 costing, we used to sell at 103, and whatever the money comes, we used to put it in this escrow account, or otherwise keep it. Now the credibility among the suppliers also increasing. Now they say no problem, you all pay slowly. We used to get credit. We used to get 1 month credit. With very good relationship, with very good relationship, with the credibility, the way we handled, we spoke to suppliers, and we got 3 months credit. You know why I got 3 months credit? Because during that time, Sri Lankan banks are giving almost 25% interest. 25% interest. Whereas normally we used to get about 8%. You know what I did was speaking to supplier, they got deferment, payment deferment, which I learned in CIMA, you know, the payment deferment. I slowly defer the payment, took the 3 months interest to my company. You understand? In the meantime, the suppliers also got the credibility because we have enough rupees in our bank account, and country's central bank also getting more and more dollars, so they didn't have any problem. You understand? So what we did was we managed to slowly build the confidence. Suppliers used to give us a lot of credit. That credit have been, you know, deferred for a longer period so that I earn a lot of interest out of it. So like that, I earned the highest profit by a Sri Lankan firm, government and public or private, highest profit within 10 months, 110 billion we earned. Out of 110 billion, significant amount came from new businesses like bunkering, otherwise from interest earned. You know, this is where the management comes into play. You need to prioritize. You need to understand the people's situation. You have to work with government and public-private partnership so that you will be able to give the best. You will be able to give the best to your people. You know, this is very, very important. Anything. This is what we did. Now, as a country, we have come out of a crisis. We have come out of big crisis, and now as a nation, we are getting back to our normal situation. You know, so
Okay, sir.
in a crisis,
I heard
yeah.
By offering 25% interest, how can a bank can survive?
25%.
It's 25% interest.
That is
so the banks can survive.
Why we did was that's what economic management. When a country need more deposit into the system, so that people will come and deposit more money, so that treasury will get more money, banking system will get more money.
So how much interest they can charge for the loan? If their banks are supplying funds, how much interest they may charge from the lenders?
I didn't get you.
Loans and advances. Interest for loans and advances granted by banks.
Now, yeah, at that time, very, very, very expensive, but people didn't go to take loans. Now it has come down to about 10%.
But that's a problem. We know the return on investment. If you take a loan at a high rate, invested in a business, if you don't get in that much of return, how it is possible?
That was a macroeconomic management where central bank has to increase the banking system, the people to deposit more into the system, people to not to spend overly, because we were having difficulty in supplying fuel, supplying other things. You understand?
You are saying on the background of Sri Lankan economy, but in India, is it possible?
No, Indian economy, as per my knowledge, it's in a very good state at the moment, you know, and I think you all had the same problem during the Manmohan Singh's period. He made those difficult decisions, you know, in 90s. He made those difficult decisions where, you know, your country also used to give almost 50% subsidy on fuel. But he made a decision all of a sudden, came out and say, look here, that is not right. We are not going to be cost reflective pricing. And he made all those decisions. You know, he made all those decisions. Now people are reaping the benefit. So now Sri Lanka has made that decision last 3 years ago. Now Sri Lanka is reaping the benefit.
So is it practically possible? Is it practically possible? Is it practically possible?
For what?
For your ideas and your concept is your theoretical background, say okay, but is it possible in practical issues? Lending money, mobilization funds.
like practical in the sense, to take, you mean to say to charge cost reflective pricing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is practical because you see now for example, right? Now if you take India, I think India will be consuming millions of liters of fuel every day, right? And that liters, if it is costing you 100 rupees, if you are selling that at 50 rupees, somebody has to pay for that 50 rupees to buy, no? One day now India has to import from other countries mostly. So somebody has to pocket it out. That pocketing out is coming from the government treasury. The government treasury earns money from where? From taxation.
Sir, easily help from IMF or World Bank.
Yeah, we got IMF. IMF gave us a loan, but that loan has to be paid back. You understand what I mean? We shouldn't rely on any banks or anyone to survive, because those loans, they will not give grants, they will give loans. Those loans have to pay back. So to pay back, we need to recover from somewhere. To recover, why do we need to go and recover from food or other things instead of from fuel itself? Whoever using fuel, let them pay the price. You understand? Whoever using electricity, let them pay the price. That is the only way out. If not, what will happen? You give from this pocket and take him from the other pocket of the people.
Yeah, that's a very important thing. Sir, we will conclude the session. Thank you for the session, sir. We will, Mr.
Now the time for offering vote of thanks. Sir. See you again, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Government, sir.
Thank you very much.
എടുക്ക് നോക്ക് പുള്ളി പോയി ഞാൻ ഒരു വാക്കി പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കണ്ടേ ഫോൺ